Hey YouTube, Jethro here. Haven't done a whole lot of anything for a while. Been working quite a bit, but anyhow, told you I cook on the grill most of the time, and one of my favorites. In the wintertime we cook meatloaf in the oven quite a bit, but it's still about 90 degrees outside, so I'm going to do meatloaf on the grill. If I'm smoking, I'll actually do it on a bare grill, but today I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and place them in pans, but we're still going to use the grill outdoors to do it in. What I've got is about 3 pounds of, get this off here, 3 pounds of ground beef and 2 pounds of ground pork. Now I'm going to make kind of an Italian meatloaf. I'm going to use bell pepper, a couple onions, we got parsley flakes, oregano, I've got some garlic powder, I have some Himalayan salt. Doesn't matter what salt you use, it's just something I picked up here a while back. It's kind of a pinkish salt. We're going to use minute rice, a little bit of onion soup mix, and I will also add probably about 4 eggs to this batch, along with probably about 2 cups of the instant rice. And I'm going to slap all this stuff together and show you how we set up our grill and get her done. Hey YouTube, so anyway, I was going to do my meatloaf out on the grill, and my plans got shot all to patootie. We got a ½ inch of rain within about, I'd say 20-25 minutes. It's finally settled down, but I've already fired the oven up in the house, much as I hate to. But on the other side of that, temperatures dropped from about 90 degrees down to probably about 75 right now. We had some major straight lines coming through, no damage here at the house. But it did lay a couple trees over in town as we was coming home. Rocked the car pretty hard. So anyhow, show you a shot of the meatloaf in a minute. Okay guys, so basically I mixed all the meat up and I let it sit in the fridge for about 2 hours. Let all the flavors come together. Made them into loaf styles, and I've got them in a 350 degree oven. They're going to take at least an hour. Towards the end I'll go ahead and dump some ketchup over the top and let it caramelize. I love cooking this stuff up and cooking extra because the next day it's cool, it's cold, it's in the fridge, and you cut it off and just make meatloaf sandwiches out of it. Something to have for a couple, 3 days in a row. So, back later. Zoom that out a little bit. So here's the meatloaf. I just threw ketchup on top of it. I do not put ketchup inside my meatloaf. I like my meatloaf to have a little bit more firmness to it. The ketchup seems like every time I eat it, it just falls apart. These will actually cut up into almost like steaks when I pull them out. I've had them in the oven for about an hour and 30 minutes. Just put the ketchup on them and we'll give them another 15-20 minutes with it. But they're pretty big meatloafs, so they won't dry out. They're going to be tasty. Along with it, I'm having some homemade mashed potatoes, gravy, and I don't know, maybe some corn out of the garden I got put up. So we'll check y'all later. Jethro out. Alright folks, this is what I'm talking about. Being able to take it fresh out of the oven, still steaming hot, and it just don't fall apart. You know, a good knife. Yeah, kind of a pain in the butt to try this one hand, but just slice off a loaf. And when it gets cold in the refrigerator, it's even that much better. Along with that, got some homemade whipped up mashed taters, some gravy, and I got some corn in the heating up in the microwave. So good supper. Catch y'all later.